Hey guys, I got asked to do a video on the female menstrual cycle and how it affects training. So here we are, know your cycle. I think it's very important for coaches and athletes to start to learn this and be able to communicate this as we go through, as it obviously has a pretty important effect on performance. And we'll get into that in a little bit. I just want to say I'm not a women's health expert. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. Everything I go over today is going to be a crash course in what is happening in a female cycle. All this information is abundantly available on the internet. So if you disagree with anything I say, or you don't understand it, or you need more explanation, please go and do a Google search. All in all, it's just going to add to you better understanding what is going on with your body and with your athletes if you're a coach. Okay, so for simplicity, we are going to have a 28-day cycle. Obviously, some women have a longer cycle, some have a shorter. That cycle is split in the middle with ovulation. So in a 28-day cycle, let's say day 14 is when ovulation occurs. So the first half of the cycle starts at the first day of the period and runs through until ovulation. That is called the follicular phase. Now, the follicular phase is when you are probably going to perform better. So max rep attempts, PBs, PB attempts, high percentage work, high intensity work. You will probably have a better time at trying to get that work done. From the ovulation or point of ovulation all the way through to the end of the cycle, ending with PMS, for those of you who experience those symptoms, that is called the luteal phase. And that is the phase when we are going to probably perform less than ideal. Just because of the physiological changes in the body. So I think this is very important to know, at least from a coaching perspective and from an athlete perspective. If you are, as coaches do, encouraging your athletes to push a little bit more, get their head in the game, trust in the training, trust in the movement, whatever the case is, realistically speaking, there's a chance that that is not going to work for everybody, just because of where they are in their cycle. So I think the main thing for this is communication between you and your coach. I know sometimes it's a little bit of an aux topic to broach, but you know what? Coaches, a lot of the coaches are men, obviously, they are professionals, and a vast majority of members and athletes are women. It's a very real thing that happens here, a very normal thing that happens here. And the more you communicate it with your coach, the better you will start to understand each other, and the better the coach will be able to adapt and change the programming. So that is the basics of it. Women, track your periods, okay? Track your cycles. I know a lot of you don't do that, especially if you aren't regulated by birth control. Start paying attention to it, and let's see if it has any dividends in your training. Coaches, make sure you're approachable, make sure you're educated, and talk to your athletes. So let me know if you guys, if this makes sense, if you need any more info, or if there's any other topics you'd like to go over. Peace.